So what's up, Soul Tribe fam? It's your Uncle 79, the spiritual savage. Yo, check this out. Looking like a whole. We ain't even gonna go there, but I decided I would come on and check in with y'all. Let y'all know I'm all right. You know, so one of the things that I realized in my time at the spa, let's just say that, right? Is that I'm getting old. Shit, I'm getting old, but at the same time, there are a lot of things that I realized about myself and about this whole process that I'm going to be sharing with y'all. I did a lot of writing, I did a lot of thinking, I did a lot of journaling, I did a lot of praying, I did a lot of reading the Bible. And what I realized is that when it comes down to it, though, there's a very particular time and place where um, we are put in places. Those of us that are chosen, those of us that are light workers, we're put in places where uh, we have to be. Now, I'm dealing with this court case. You guys know this, and I couldn't make it to my court date, so they put out a warrant. Let's keep it 100. We're gonna keep it because we all have to be truthful and accountable. So 1, 2, 3. I look at the clock. We're going in the right direction, right? So this is basically kind of like you know, there's some things I had to realize, like the way things were set up. It was set up for me to fail. It really was. But you know what I realized is very simply that had I made it to my court date, y'all, they would have. It was all a plan. It was all a plan of blackball me to to sabotage me, to put me in a very particular place that I didn't want to be in, and I know y'all didn't want to see me in either. And I would never want to see anybody in that situation either. But the Most High God, the way that He works is very mysterious. Sometimes we don't realize exactly what it is we're put here to do until we're put here to do it. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna get back to I get home to my computer, blah blah blah. There are a lot of things. I was really stressing about my cats. I think my cats didn't make it, but hopefully, this is the thing. There's an accountability process. You know, I could have been more accountable to make confirmation. I could have been more accountable to make it to where I was supposed to make it 2:42 on the clock. But at the same time, if I'd have made it where I was supposed to make it, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here talking to y'all. I don't really feel like I would be. I would have felt like I would have been in a very bad place because the Most High God saw fit to put me in a very particular predicament for my growth and for me to realize there's some secrets of life that I figured out. You feel me? So before I get to because I don't have my tarot cards, but I'm gonna use these because I'm magical as fucking these streets. Uh, I know somebody out there like that's Uncle 79. Yeah, I'm looking like an Uncle 79. I'm doing the Bible thing kind of sexy, ain't I? But yo, check it. So I met a brother in there, American Indian dude, and like 3 days before they let me out, he came to me. He said, "Bro, like, I've been kind of wondering like how I'm supposed to talk to you about this, how to approach you, but I might as well come to you and talk to you." He was basically telling me like there are some things going on in this city, in this world, that are he said scientific, which is not spiritual. But there's I'm realizing now we can't have one with that. We can have one without the other, but this is where the world is. You feel me? And he said that there are people that wanted to talk to me. They didn't know. They were trying to get me. Basically, they were trying to get me caught up. They were trying to kill me. They were trying to put me in a very bad situation, but they couldn't do it. And so now they're like, we can't beat them. We might as well join them or figure out a way to work with him. But they want me to kind of just like back up off of them and stop talking about things, so that I got a student. So that stop talking about things, so that I don't know. So maybe I'm not calling them out. This is my thing. He basically said like, they wanted me to tell you that everything that you got going on right now, don't worry about it. Your court case is going to be dismissed. They just want you to kind of like stop being so defensive or being angry. They want you to kind of basically, I don't know, like I kind of felt like he was saying like they wanted me to just kind of like shut the fuck up. And he kind of agreed. And I, this is the thing collective, 515 on the clock. And I was going down real fucked up. This is the thing collective. I am a true testament of God's work. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I've not always done the things that I would boast about, but I've also not ever done things that I really would be that ashamed of. And so to keep it 100, it's like, well, what do you want from me? What do these people want from me? 5:45 on the clock. I realized like as I journaled like every day there. And I realized that I was journaling everything that was occurring up until my release. And what I realize now is that I don't really know how to even say. I mean, it's just mind blowing to me. I was reading the Bible and I, got into the Bible and I started to read like how it all works out. As a collective group of spiritual beings, yo, we're waking up and it's scaring the fuck out of me. These people realize that at first they must have thought that I was nobody, that nobody would care if something happened to me. And maybe they were right. Outside of y'all collective, my family and shit, 6:36 o'clock, there probably were people that didn't give a fuck about what happened to me. They stopped caring. But the one person that they did not realize cared was God, the Most High God. 6:46 o'clock. He not spared me. I'm not gonna say that because I'm not spare meat. I'm not spared anything. I was chosen, just like you're chosen. And so our conversation, it was a couple of days over. And basically what he ended up kind of telling me was like, bro, he's telling me all these different things that had happened to him. And I realized like, we're telling the same story. We had some of the same experiences and I get it. He was like, bro, 600 years ago, we would have met each other and it was destined for us to meet. So what is the purpose of us meeting now? I said, well, what would be the purpose of us meeting then? This is nature. This is life. This is things that have been going on for centuries and centuries. We're waking up, y'all. They're scared. I realized then they are afraid of me because they cannot kill me. I hope you guys can hear me. Hold on. I'm gonna make the rest of this pretty quick. But I realized that they're afraid because they can't kill me. Mm-mm. They've tried to do everything in this world possible to beat me down. It's very kind of troubling to me sometimes. I mean, I had moments when I was there and I just was like, I'm not, I don't know what to do because out of everybody that I've ever come into contact with in my life, there was only one person I've spoken to that actually was looking for me, my cousin, and I appreciate her for that. Shanice, I love you. My family weren't looking for me. My exes weren't looking for me. My so-called friends weren't looking for me. Y'all were looking for me though. I appreciate the comments and the love. And it was sad. It depressed me for a second because I was like, "Fuck." So we're stuck in these situations. We're stuck in these very kind of conundrums. Let's just call it that. These very difficult situations in our life where nobody seems to care. And it's meant for us to do that because the enemy wants us to give up on people, places, and things that belong to us. People don't belong to us. Places don't really belong to us. Things don't really belong to us. But you get where I'm coming from. It's more or less just about the fact that this was meant to break me, and it didn't break me. There were times I thought I was almost broken. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm sitting here, and I'm saying, like, I was sitting there, and I just was like, God, like, Dad, like, I just really want this to be done. I want this to be over with. Like, why am I here? What is this for? Because I didn't understand it, and there's some things I still don't understand. But what I understand is the fact that this had to be done for very particular reasons. I've questioned everything from the beginning to the end about what it is and what it ain't. And I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I mean, I'm a man. I'm a man of God, but I'm also very much my experiences and the things I've gone through have permeated a very particular place in my mind that do not allow me to just be free within the idea of the fact that things are really happening. I guess overall, I just want to thank everybody, like, because what I realized is that I felt the energy, I felt the love, I felt y'all missing me, and I felt, I hope y'all felt the energy from me as well. I'm ready to move forward with my life so I can do what I got to do for the collective and for myself. There's a lot of great ideas I came up with when I was there. I realized that overall, like, my greatest strength is my ability to be vulnerable and be honest. And it was hard, y'all. Like, just hard, like, just realizing kind of like everybody I ever knew in my life just didn't really give a fuck about me. That's fucked up. And I know that I'm not the only person that feels like that. That's kind of like my thing. Y'all know this. This is not just about me. It's about y'all too. I'm really at a place right now where I don't really feel safe. I don't feel comforted. I feel like I don't really have anybody there with me. It's crazy shit, yo. But I have God, This has been a very difficult process. Like, confirmation. I feel like the dark forces of this world have done everything that they could do to try to break me. I'm not broken, but I'm damn sure not happy. You feel me? So let's get to some tea. What's the tea, bitch? I'm doing this on my phone, so bear with your Uncle 79. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this so that y'all can hear me. I'll do it right here. Hopefully it don't fall. Hold on. So we're gonna be using Star Wars playing cards from my homeboy's deck. All right, so the overall energy is this. What do you choose to believe? That's what I'm picking up right now from Spirit. What do you choose to believe and why? What do you have to look forward to? Oops. My bad, G. I'll do it like this here. What do you have to look forward to and why? That's the question. And that's the question and the answer, ain't it? We all know what it's like to be at these places in our life where things don't really seem to matter. People don't really seem to care. There's a part of me that wants to believe that don't nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I know that that's not the case. So I'm just going to do a past, present, future. We're going to figure out, goes the King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Past. Get a present. Present and future. Well, this came out with present. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Let's get the future. One card left. A wild card. The Joker symbolizes, for me anyways, when I pull like this, is the possibilities of a lot of different things. It could represent the devil as well, but let's just say that this represents possibilities. A wild card, anything can happen, right? So we have the King of Cups. What about the King of Cups, Spirit? Sometimes, you guys ever feel like you just need a hug? You feel me? It's like, I sat in there and I thought, like, what the fuck? Like, what else am I gonna have to go through, man? This shit is crazy. Before there's a vindication, before there's a way for me, and I don't need like a parade or nothing. I just really want somebody to go, let him leave him alone. But I may not ever be left alone. And on the other side of that, I realize I'm never truly alone. You feel me? Let me get a card, please. Got the Seven of Cups. King of Cups, love and choices. So in the past, I was a King of Cups. Choices, options, whatever. Most recent past, believed in, whatever. Let me get another card, please. Spirit's like, just shuffle the damn deck and pull a card. I'm not even going to do all that shuffling shit. Comment down below if any of this shit resonates. I got 4:54 on the clock. King of Pentacles. What about it? The three. So there was obviously, there was somebody there. Collaboration, third party. Got the Nine of Cups. And the Seven of Wands. Let me get a card, please. Sometimes you just have to ask yourself, like, what is it for? Currently, conflict. People coming in between joy, happiness, and shit. This is crazy. Cards don't lie, people do. Conflict, Five of Wands. What's the outcome of that? Still fierce fighter, Queen of Wands. What's the wild card? What's going to happen with this wild card? Y'all, I'm tired, y'all. I'm just fucking tired. 6:06 on the clock. It's time for people to get their karma and their judgment. I pray to the Most High God, just let them get what they gotta get, and just let me be. Three of Wands. What's coming in? Wild cards coming in. Let's do another shuffle. Two of Wands. Where to go? It's a wild card. The wild card is what's coming in. We don't know. We don't know where I'm going either. Spirit, what's the next card? We're going to close this out. The Prince of Swords. That's fast moving action. Something's going to happen fast. What's going to happen fast, Spirit? Six of Cups. Something about childhood. Ten of Cups. Something about family. Going back to the past or starting anew. This is future. So this means something's new, maybe new family, happy life, happy wife, happy husband, whatever. What's up, baby? I got the 8. Eight of Cups. Walking away from what? This is the Prince of Pentacles. Walking away from things moving slow. Things are only that hurt. One more, please. What's the advice? Spirit said you already know. A love offer. Somebody coming in to give something to me. Let's hope. Because I don't know if anybody else realizes this, but we are definitely, again, we're going to close this out. Portal 2. We are definitely in spiritual war times, yo. I keep saying this. We all have at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. So it's basically what I'm saying is like, I don't know. Sometimes we get tired, but you can't, you get tired, you get some sleep, you get rest, you get recuperation. I'm just not sure, like, where all this leads us. I don't know. But, I got a good mind for telling the truth about shit and seeing what's happening in the not so distant future anyway. But I love you guys, and hope everybody's well. Hope to, be catching up with y'all soon. Don't be sitting around like, oh, I feel bad for Dawn. Don't feel bad for me. Shit, I'm out of jail, G. That's good enough for me. But we do get tired. And so, I don't know. I had enough rest in there. But what I realized is when I stepped outside those doors and the things that happened after that, it's like, what do I, what else are they going to take from me? And the Most High God just told me whatever is you do not need. So there we go. I love you. Hope everybody's well. It's your Uncle 79 Spiritual Savage. Deuces. Baby, I love you. Feel me?